Hi, loves. Welcome. Here's what's in the cosmos with boots on the ground, sign by sign, astrology, and channeled messages for the week of April 14th to the 20th. This week, guys, oh my goodness, this week, my lovely souls, we are still walking the fine line between the radical release and soul rooted rebirth. And you still might be feeling the effects of Mercury retrograde. Yes, it went direct, however, it has this shadow period. So, what does that mean? That we are still basking in the afterglow of that potent solar eclipse from earlier in the month and still in the shadows. So, proceed with caution. And you know that already. Now, let's get into sign by sign. And of course, we're going to start with our lovely Aries, right? So with Aries, this retrograde is in your sign. So yes, it's still finished off. So your inner fire may feel like it is trying to light wet wood, and that's kind of hard because you're trying, but it just comes off, right? So chill, okay? Chill, take a breath. Before saying anything, before making anything, just take a moment. Don't get too frustrated. You might feel it. So for this week, it really is about pausing before you leap. And sometimes the greatest power lies in the restraint. So again, restrain, don't leap. Your affirmation for you for this week is my silence speaks with clarity. How cool is that for affirmation, right? Taurus, welcome, welcome. Venus, Venus is whispering sweet nothings to Neptune right now, but also side-eyeing Pluto. So what that means, that love or money could trigger old wounds. Tend to the root. What that means again, because you're probably wondering, all the emotions can come up because of either feeling certain way about love or finances that you're sitting in right now. What you're holding on to might be holding on to you too, right? So gently release the grip. Gently release the grip. So when the memories come in, just let them go. When you're feeling yourself trigger, release it. Affirmation for you, my love, for this week is I let go of the old to make room for the sacred. And that is a beautiful affirmation for you. Gemini in the house. Welcome, Geminis. So, with Mercury retrograde, your ruling planet is doing the moonwalk, not like Michael Jackson. This one is a little bit harder, okay? So conversations are weird, tech glitches, laugh it off. Just laugh it off and listen because it's not in your control. So why would you be fighting for that control, okay? Sometimes not knowing is the path to real knowing. Embrace the divine and pause. Okay, affirmation. I trust in the wisdom between the worlds. How cool is that, right? Now, Cancers, welcome, Cancers, welcome, welcome, welcome. Emotions are high like crazy. They're high tides. You're feeling the world and their ancestors too. So boundaries, baby, boundaries. So just recognize what are your emotions, what aren't, okay? This week, your softness is your sword. So don't dull your edges to be understood. Just observe. Become the observer and aware of your emotions. And your affirmation is I honor my emotions without drowning in them. And that is also a little bit of a tough one for you, right, my love? I know, I'm Pisces, right? Although not Cancer, emotional, right? Like water. So Leos, oh my goodness, can I hear you roar, right? You're feeling you're feeling a lot of ambition right now, okay? But roadblocks test your roar. Okay? Pivot, my love, pivot like you've never pivoted before, like the queen, the king that you are, excuse me. The crown isn't heavy, okay? And when you're rooted in your purpose, the doors open. So the crown you're wearing is not heavy when you're rooted in your purpose, not pride. Okay, so for you, affirmation is I rise with grace, not ego. Be aware of the ego, just don't let it take over. Be in control of all that, okay? Instead of it being in control of you. Now, Virgos. Virgos, you are craving control this week. Oh my goodness, that says, surrender, my dear. Trust it and revealing. Although you're craving that control, you're being asked to trust. Okay? As you guys can tell, I'm literally channeling as we're speaking. So I feel like, because even as I'm channeling, my throat is getting kind of between you and Leo is kind of coming up. So it's more like, again, you also need to become an observer. So to be in control, sometimes we need to release the control, okay? Not everything scarce can be systematized. Let your spirit wander off the script, okay? And your affirmation for the week is, I am safe in the unknown and I trust myself. Okay, that's very important. Libra. Oh my goodness, Libra. Look, my voice is going as well. Libra's relationships are up for review, my love. You know, like we get that yearly, monthly reviews. Your relationships have been overdue. Who is in your secret circle? Time to audit your energetic investment. Are you investing it in the right people, in the right environment, right situations, or not? Because it is not selfish to choose peace over performance. And your affirmation for the week is, I deserve connections that nourish, not deplete. How amazing is that, right? I deserve I deserve connections that nourish, not deplete, my love, okay? Now, if that resonates with you guys, make sure to comment your sign and make sure to hit a follow, right? You guys know what the drill is. All right, let's go into Scorpios. My another water sign. Pluto is stirring up your subconscious, my love. Dreams wild. Gut feeling loud. Okay? Trust what bubbles up from the depths. So trust what you're feeling. With your dreams, be more mindful. Allow yourself to dive deeper to see what it is all about, okay? Because this week, let your intuition be your map, not your logic, although I know you like to rely on your logic. Sometimes intuition bridged with logic is unstoppable, actually, all the time. So, but this week, intuition, my love. Affirmation, I see clearly through the veil, okay? Now, Sagittarius, welcome, my love. So, you are restless, ready to bust out of the routine. Things were just stuck. And although you like your routine, you're also wanting to bust out. So when you're doing it, just don't burn the bridges for the thrill of it. That means is don't do it just because. Do it because you feel like it, meaning it feels right, okay? Freedom isn't found in escape. It is built through mindful movement. So that's again, as you are breaking from your routines, make it mindful, okay? So, your affirmation, I create my path with wisdom and wonder. Capricorns. Hi, guys. Oh my goodness, my Capricorns. You are in legacy mode, but delays might trigger frustration. So as you're building a thing, your things, your legacy mode, there's a little bit of a slower movement. That's okay because the universe is adjusting the blueprint to your benefit. So sometimes we need to trust, and that's again, universe is adjusting. You are an architect of your life. Now be an architect of your patience. Your foundation is solid, even if the floor creaks. I trust the timing of my becoming is your affirmation. I trust the timing of my becoming. How amazing is that? Now, Aquarius, my love, there's a strong push to speak your truth, but retrograde energies that it's still here could gravel your message. Don't shout, channel. Meaning is you don't need to put yourself out there screaming, listen to me, or anything like that. Channeling can be by your actions, by the way you're doing it, okay? Because your voice is a vibration, make sure it's aligned with your vision. So as you're speaking it, make sure it's aligned with your vision. Now, your affirmation for this week is I express with clarity and soul. Okay? I express with clarity and soul. Now, Pisces, my loves, that's me. That's me. That's me. That's me. Okay. So I'm gonna take that message as well because it's true. The dream world is so vivid, okay? But don't float away. Don't float away. I know I already have a few times. I had to bring myself back to earth, anchoring your vision into action. Create from the mist, okay? This week, inspiration is a sacred currency. Spend it wisely. So you're getting a lot of dream work and vivid dreams because you need to awaken your imagination. You need to get in touch with all that again, okay? So your affirmation is I birth beauty from the unseen. So if you found this that resonated, make sure to like and follow, but also leave me your sign and have a blessed week, my love.